You gotta start over, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Late Cast. Let's go. Taco Tuesday. All right, what else you got? Oh, right to the fade out.
Yeah,
right to the fade out. So we're a little happier this podcast. I'm Kyle. This is Che, by the way. Last one we were. Sure. Last one we were a couple losses there in a row. We were getting a little upset.
Yeah, like all Laker fans, you lose twice and it's the
over.
End of the world. It's
and
the
then
end of the world.
We got 4 straight wins, right?
Yeah, we've been playing really well.
Yeah, definitely.
And just shout out to my prediction for the Blazers game. Said we're going to win by 9. We won by 8.
It's pretty close.
I felt pretty confident after that. I was like, I'm going to have to start going into this prediction.
The Blazers, they're not that great.
Yeah, on paper, you're like, oh, this team's going to be good. Yeah. And then they're just not this year.
Yeah. So anyway, good bounce back, good win. They were in Portland, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a good win, good away win. Dallas, yes. What a game there. Defense was crazy. Yeah, pretty much stopped the number 1 rated offense.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was a really good game.
It was a good game.
But what's the difference between these? And then we had, what was the next game after that?
Then we beat the Suns, which was a blowout.
Not at the end, though. They came back.
Yeah, but did they come back? You know what I mean?
It's both games, Suns and Pelicans. That's my only issue for these 4 games here. Was we got big leads, huge leads. I think in the Suns we were by 30 at one point or 30 something.
Yeah.
And then we had to bring the starters back in. My only issue, you got to rest those guys. We can't keep having to bring AD and LeBron back when we have leads like that. That's my issue there. Do you have any issues?
No, I think that the issue's been what the issue's been. It's been our bench. It's been our bench not being able to, first off, extend our leads. Mm-hmm. Second off, hold the lead.
Yeah.
Or even come back.
True.
Like if we're down and our bench comes in, like we're not getting a lot of runs out of them.
There's got to be at least, I've noticed in the games, it's only when there's at least one of the starters, like LeBron, or at least one of LeBron or AD in there, that when they actually do all right. But you're right. Those guys are out and it starts to kind of crumble. They've been a lot better. I will say there was that, I think it was the Suns game where, and they're shooting a lot better. It's just lights out.
Yeah. But
again, Kuzma, my man, gets 2 big games, and then I think he puts up a 0, right?
Wasn't
he 0 for 7 in one of those games? And then he has another decent game. But the consistency, right? That's what we were talking about the last podcast. Yeah. They're doing okay right now, but it's who's the most consistent?
Nobody.
I think KCP probably right now.
Yeah. But is it KCP? Yeah. You're right.
KCP, I think, most consistent.
But he's not who we need to be most consistent.
Well, I mean, fair.
The reality of it is that Kyle Kuzma, who we were not willing to trade him.
As of right, that's what I've been reading. Is like they're not going to.
As far as the Pelicans trade.
Yeah.
Right. He was untouchable. Everyone's on the table except Kuzma. As far as the young core. Coming this season, yes, he's been hurt, battling ankle injury. His minutes are down. We understand all these things. But he has to come off the bench absolutely on fire every game.
Every game's hard.
No, but you have to.
I get it, but like every game, it's hard for it to be good every game. I get like a couple bad games.
Yeah.
But what's bothering me is like it's literally night and day. It's like 3 games where nothing, and then it's like 3 great games, and it's just so sporadic and inconsistent that it's like, you're right. He needs to be I want to say Lou Williams, but that's like the pinnacle of what a 6-man should be. But he needs to be that type of player where like when he comes off the bench, we know we're okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Or Lamar Odom.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That might be a stretch too, though. Lamar Odom was great.
You think he's better than Kuzma?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this is the problem. All right, let me just read this stat sheet off to you. Right, this is the Portland game.
Hit me with problems.
Portland game. JaVale McGee, 4 points. Danny Green, 3 points.
But JaVale did a lot in that game.
I'm just saying, as far as buckets, though.
No, but you can't. I don't like the big men. Like they get their easy buckets, whatever. But like they do a lot of the stuff that
Avery Bradley
doesn't
8
show
points.
up there. Yeah.
We need more. Granted, we won. Granted, Kuzma had 24. KCP had 13. We need more games like that.
But again, these are other than Dallas, which was their defense won that game. But this is working against those subpar teams. As we see against the upper echelon teams, it takes LeBron and AD to have these crazy games in order to beat them. And then when we go against the two big threats, Bucks, Clippers, we don't win.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, they are doing the good old rope-a-dope against these teams.
You think so?
Yes, I think
they're playing a game?
I think they're keeping it to their chest what they're going to do against these.
You think they're just like, hey, let's not show them everything right now?
It doesn't make sense to play so well all season against teams that are good, maybe not at that level of the Clippers or the Bucks, and then to play against teams like that and then just not show up.
So you think this is all strategy?
Yes.
You're a conspiracy theory.
I really think so. I think rope-a-dope, come playoff time, whole different ball game.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
It is weird to see like Anthony Davis just be so dominant
and
then just not really like it just doesn't look like he's out there like doing much.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Or
can we talk 46 against his old team?
Yeah, he's not playing games anymore with his old team.
Nah, they just need to.
He's gonna drop a 50 piece on him as much as he can.
Just forfeit before it starts.
You know what? So frustrating. And I've been saying this since last year. We need a backup point guard right now. Right?
Well, Caruso's hurt, so yeah.
And Lonzo Ball comes in and drops 23 on us.
Yeah, but I wasn't impressed, dude.
He drops 23 on us.
That's my bad, dude. I got
that's all right.
notification.
We should have kept him.
I still wasn't impressed.
And dropped 27 the game before. Triple-double.
You think he would do that on the Lakers?
Bring back Lonzo Ball.
No.
I told you, dude. Lonzo Ball's going to be a good ball player. No pun.
I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but like with this team, I guess he would be cool. It would be cool to see him pass to these guys, but
and he could defend.
So you wish
and he could defend.
So you wish you would have stuck with Lonzo instead of Kuzma?
No. No, just
well, that was the deal.
No, strictly because I know that when it comes down to it in an 82 game season, I think Kuzma's going to get more buckets than Lonzo. And that's
fair.
That's what we need.
Lonzo hasn't even played a full season yet, hasn't he?
I don't think so.
He's been hurt a lot. Well, so is Kuzma. I guess Kuzma was hurt. But so okay, can we talk? We have to talk about one thing. Did you see my face light up because I thought about something? I
didn't see it, but I felt it. It's the spirit.
LeBron's little comment after the game. Did you see that?
Oh, about
he said, do you think we gave up too much now?
Yeah.
What'd you make of that?
I thought it was a little weird.
It was a little bit of I thought like a kind of a shot.
Yeah, at everyone on the team.
Yeah, I was like, okay, but you know what I started to think about? I think it was, if anything, this move to get AD was the GM.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't take criticism well.
So he was like,
so it was like a response to like, oh, you don't think I made the right move? Like, well, look at us now, you know. That's what I think.
Yeah, I could see that. And I don't. And when you drop 50 points on the team, that it wasn't
with
a bad
13 boards.
Yeah, it was never.
It was never a bad trade.
Yeah.
I think we had said it was. Obviously, we're not going to say that now, but at the time, I think I said, well, it depends on how it turns out. Obviously, because we had this situation with Kobe and Dwight and everything before, we were like, oh, it didn't work out at all. So I was saying like, well, it's an experiment. We'll see if it works, you know?
Yeah, it was never. I don't think it was ever really considered you're giving up too much.
No, I don't think it's so. Like, I think Kobe said it, once in a lifetime player, you give up everything.
Everything.
Yeah, I get it. But I thought he didn't need to say it. It doesn't need to be said.
No, because it's known. I mean, he dropped 50 points on him.
Yeah, and it was kind of, I feel like it was kind of a little shot at the old Lakers. I have a soft spot for him, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard to watch him lose.
And then it's hard to
not when it's against the Lakers, but like
to see Brandon Ingram playing so well.
Yeah,
to see Lonzo playing so well.
I'm happy for you guys.
To see Josh Hart streaming on Twitch.
Yeah. Josh Hart was struggling.
Yeah, he was having it rough.
No, but did you just making noises over here. Did you see the awkward exchange from Kyle Kuzma and Lonzo after the game?
I saw it.
What do you think? Is there something going on there?
I don't think anything's going on there.
Nothing?
At first, when I first saw it this
What's your
morning,
thought?
I did. I was like, oh, Lonzo's pissed.
Mm-hmm. He looks mad.
He looks genuinely mad, like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And then Kuzma awkwardly laughs and like looks back like as if like to like cover up an awkward situation, like ha, and like walks away.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when I rewatch it, I really think you could hear him say, you need to change that. And I think he was talking about his hair.
Oh, so you're saying he was just like, I'm not talking to you until that hair is different.
Yes. I really think that's what he said. Because he was like, you need to change that.
You want to hear my theory?
Go ahead.
My theory was that Lonzo, before the game, sent him an email. And he said, here's my new track.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
And Kuzma was like, that's trash. Yeah. And then this is awkward.
Like, it's trash now, huh? He like dropped 23 on
the
you.
hair is more believable.
I really think that's what it was. But it was super awkward.
It was really awkward. But there's rumors like before this happened that there was like beef between them.
Yeah, I don't really see there being beef because there's no beef to be had.
Yeah, what would have happened?
I think. Oh, but you remember when Lonzo dropped a diss track?
Yeah, but that was all fun and games.
Yeah, maybe
because it was a response to Kuzma doing the picture of the sunglasses.
Yeah,
that was like they were still friends after that. They were still a team. I don't know. Should we get a call?
No. One more topic. As far as Kuzma potentially being traded,
yeah.
Do you think it's actually going to happen? And do you think it's worth trading Kuzma for fill in the blank?
So I guess it would depend on who you get. I wouldn't do it personally. Mm-hmm. The only things I've heard is like Jay Crowder.
Yeah.
Crowder's already been on a team with LeBron. It didn't work out well when he was there. He's a good player. I love the way he plays. But to be honest with this team, I think it's not a team you want to make too many changes with.
Yeah.
If you can add to. Say that
I feel the same way.
Like, I feel like if Iguodala can be added, great. I don't know if that's happening. I have no idea what's happening with that, by the way.
Yeah, poor guy.
I've heard this Darren Collison rumor.
Yeah.
That he's like wants possibly come to LA. I like that.
Yeah,
a lot.
I love
you said
that,
we need
especially
a
off
cord.
the
We
bench.
need a cord. We need a guard.
Yeah, we need a cord for the podcast.
We need a guard. So I like that. I wouldn't trade him. I don't think you should make. It's a team that's trying to win a championship. I feel like at this moment, we're number one in the West, top with second best record in the league. I mean, there's nothing really need to be changed. I'm hoping what you're saying is true, that they're just pacing themselves and roping.
I think they are.
I think it's.
And two, when you're paying a guy just $2 million,
why?
You can't beat that.
No.
And you're getting the production out of him.
He is not consistent, but he's getting better.
And teams are obviously interested in him
because he's good.
Yeah,
we've seen him be good every night. He's getting there.
Kuzma.
Can I talk about something?
We got you. Go ahead.
That's what we're doing here, aren't we?
Yeah,
that's why we're here. We're here to talk about stuff.
We're here to talk. I'm scared now. Go ahead.
No, okay. So what I can't figure out is I've been like I follow every single most of the fan pages and stuff like that for the Lakers and everything. Everyone's like, if you're talking crap about a player or if you're saying a player is not good, then like you're not a real fan. Like, have you heard this talk?
Yes, and that's complete.
That is the stupidest thing. If someone is not playing well, then they're not playing well. Why can't we say that?
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
I don't understand that at all. Like, I don't understand why like NBA players are always so mad at the media when they go, "Hey, you had a terrible game. How do you feel?" It's like, you did have a terrible game. Tell us how you feel.
So that's two different questions. The fan page questions. Yeah. I've seen it too, and I've seen players comment on fan pages
where they're like, you're not a fan.
If you are a Lakers fan, right, all you care about is the purple and gold.
True.
If that player leaves, you still have love for him, but he's not
anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
When Shaq came back to play against the Lakers, we didn't cheer for him. We hated him.
We wanted Bynum dunking on him, one of my best memories.
And if Kobe would have left, we would have hated him.
Yeah.
Because as a Laker fan, the greatest basketball organization ever.
Preach.
It's all about the purple and gold.
All right.
So if a player's not playing good, we as the fans who are part of that organization by making it so great because they have so many fans want to talk how they're not playing well, it's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Now,
it took you a long time to get there.
I know. And I do this a lot on the podcast.
I was like, land the plane, man.
As I'm talking, I'm trying to think of what I'm saying instead of think and then talk.
I do that all the time.
It's hard though.
My wife loves it.
But I don't get though. But the thing is, there's a difference between like they're playing bad. You need to do, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. Then just flat out saying like he sucks.
Yeah,
like he sucks is an excuse.
Thank you. Like I don't say KCP sucks. I don't say Kyle Kuzma sucks.
Yeah.
I say Kyle Kuzma sucks right now.
Yes.
There's a difference there.
Yeah.
A big difference.
Or like Kyle Kuzma sucks, stop shooting the 3.
Yes. If you're not making it, don't shoot it. Or
like we've done it before, we're texting each other back like so-and-so's trash. We don't mean they're actually trash. We just mean like tonight in the game, trash. In this quarter, they're trash. Mm-hmm. And it's true.
Except we're talking about Patrick Beverly. I believe that with all my heart that he's trash.
Right. Every game in every quarter.
Game, he's a trash basketball player.
Well, it's just like when Kuzma.
That's disrespectful, bro. He's in the league.
When Lonzo had 0 points.
If Beverly was on the Lakers, I'd like him probably.
Yeah, no, we all would.
Yeah.
When Lonzo had 0 points, that wasn't a good game.
No.
Like, it's not like we're going to sit here and be like, Lonzo, keep trying.
No.
Like, no, we got to rip into him.
Yeah.
It's about the purple and gold, baby. Get with it.
Go home. All right, I'm going to get a call in here now.
Let's handle it.
We done?
Yeah, I mean, what else we got to talk about, dude? Just going to keep talking about the Lakers winning? Boring.
You'll be here all day.
So stupid.
Here we go.
Who did?
Hello, good sir. Welcome to the Late Cast.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Go ahead and introduce yourself for the Late Cast here.
Okay. My name is Michael Flores. Been known Kyle for a couple of years, 5 years now. Play ball. High school basketball coach. Modern day for 3 years. Now Fountain Valley High School varsity assistant coach.
Coach's perspective, exactly what we needed.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. It's my birthday, man.
Oh, no way. Happy birthday. Let's go. That's awesome. Appreciate you taking the time for us on your birthday.
Of course, man. I love you guys. Now I listen to you guys all the time. I watch you guys' stuff.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that. So, how are you feeling right now about the Lakers?
Man, Lakers are playing out of their mind, man. Anthony Davis is playing ridiculous. I think LeBron is definitely taking on that general role. The bench could be better, but I'm not complaining. We're getting dubs.
Yeah, right now. I mean, yeah. So the previous podcast, it was right after that little losing stretch. What do you think the issue was in that little stretch there? We were saying the bench needs to be more consistent, but what's your take on that?
My opinion on that is that we are not a second half team. I've noticed in the third and fourth, things just drop off. And not only with the bench, but I think with the starters too, they just slacked off a little bit.
I've seen that, yeah.
I think as a coach, the way I see it is that, you put your bench in and, it's fun to have fun and look at the bench all clowning around. But at the end of the day, you got 48 minutes to close that game.
Yeah.
You don't close it at 30 minutes. You don't close it at 32 minutes. You close it when that whistle blows in the fourth and it's done.
Yeah.
And that's the most important. Don't let up. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal because again, in the NBA, and that's in any team, brother, anybody can come back and beat you.
Yeah, we saw that with Phoenix and what was it last night or the Pelicans. I mean, they had huge leads and then they let them come. I know they didn't lose the game, but you let them creep back in and they got to play again. The starters, we don't want that. We want some rest,
Exactly, man. And it's like I said, any given Sunday, a team can beat you. Anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example. I know we're on the Lakers podcast, but Memphis just beat the tar out of the Clippers today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tar out of them.
Yeah.
And just in all aspects of basketball, beat the tar out of them. So it's like that's what you need to do. You need to put that into every team you play.
You know what's crazy? When the Clippers drop the ball, I never hear about it. But when the Lakers do, it's like trending.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I think there's so much limelight on the Lakers that we just.
Well, we're the gold standard. We're the actual team,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
But so before though, earlier in the year, we were having big third quarters. We were coming out of the halves and like really doing well in the third quarters. That seems to have stopped. What do you think, coaching wise? What do you think's going on there?
I just think Vogel and the rest of the coaching staff aren't doing the right substitutions.
Mm.
I really believe that there isn't the right substitutions going into the third quarter because, I mean, you got to leave the guys in that are hot going into halftime. I mean, let's say, for an example, Caldwell had an amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped how many points in the first quarter last game?
Yeah, he was on fire. I know which game you're talking about, yeah.
So it's like you got to keep the ball rolling. You got to be consistent with it. I mean, consistency is the key as a coach and as your rotation. But it's tough because again, you get inconsistent guys coming off the bench.
Yeah.
You know, Kuzma's inconsistent. McGee is sometimes. Well, I know he didn't come off the bench, but McGee is very inconsistent. Kuzma he's a hit and miss.
Yeah. We were just talking about Kuzma. Like we've said, he needs to be the. I don't like we've called Lou Williams like the gold standard of the sixth man, but he needs to be like that for us. Like we know when he comes off the bench, he's going to get us buckets, and he seems to just, like you said, hit or miss.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys might hate me for this, but I said we trade him.
You want to trade him?
Yep.
Shots fired. No, who do you think we should trade for?
We need to get a shooting guard. We need to get a point guard or someone to fill his position. I'm just tired of the inconsistency, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at the numbers, and you guys are very much into your basketball, into your basketball world. Me as a coach, I look at everything. Mm-hmm. So I see what we traded in Lonzo and BI and Hart. Look at BI, man. BI is having a season.
Yeah.
A season. And I regret getting rid of him because, yes, he didn't produce, but it just took a little spark for him to get going.
Yeah.
So I think if we can get a point guard, because Rondo's done. Rondo needs to just stop. After the season, I think he should retire. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great, but defensively, he's a liability. I know we're looking at Darren Collison. I wouldn't mind going and getting him.
Yeah, see that I like that because it doesn't cost you anything as far as the player.
Yeah, I think that's a great pickup. I know we have Cousins and possibly coming back, but to fill Kuzma's spot, I was just looking at it today. There's a bunch of players that are, could be traded before the trade deadline.
I think my most interesting one, I know he's a queen, but Bogdanovich.
Yeah,
from the Kings. I don't know if they'll do it. But I wouldn't be mad at that. He's a killer. He can shoot. He has a chip on his shoulder. He plays hard. Like I don't personally want to get rid of Kuzma. I just don't want too many changes in the season. But I get what you're saying. I mean, if you can find someone that's consistent and produces, go for it. No,
yeah, and I feel the same way, man. I as much as I don't want to get rid of him because he has flashes of greatness, it's like you've got to be a little more consistent. You kind of have a chip on your shoulder, but it's a little bit too much of a chip. And as a coach, man, I just don't like the arrogance. I don't like, his whole demeanor, his whole body language on the short.
I get what you're saying. Like D'Angelo Russell bothered me with that. Like when he was just not producing, and I'd go on his Instagram, and he was just like fashion king in LA, and I'm like, bro, get in the gym. Like,
yeah, I always noticed that Kuzma's always quick to post a picture of his outfit. After
right. It's like all right.
Always, man. Always. I'm just tired of it.
Speaking of Kuzma, basketball aside, this is just the juice, the drama here. Did you see the awkward exchange with him and Lonzo after the game?
I did. I did see the awkwardness. I heard it was because of Kuzma's hair.
Oh, that's what Che was saying. He was saying that he thought it was like he was making fun of his hair. He's like, I'm not going to talk to you till you change that.
Yeah, Kuzma was trying to get acceptance for his hair. And Lonzo just wasn't having anything to do with it.
My theory was that Lonzo asked him how he thought his album was, and Kuzma said it was trash.
Oh my God! You're crazy for that, bro. You're crazy for that one. That's wow. That's a real one right there.
So right now, are you worried about anything after seeing the Bucks game and seeing the Clipper game? Are you worried about anything as far as playoffs go, or
no?
No. Still confident?
No team can beat us. No team can beat us in a 7-game series.
So
no one.
Che had an interesting theory here before. He said he thinks that the Lakers stars are playing a little rope-a-dope and kind of like not giving everything in these games on purpose. You think that's possible?
They're not.
You're saying they're not. All right. I see.
Exactly.
I just don't see. It's hard for me to go out in a game and be like, I'm not going to play that hard today because I don't want to win.
Now, on his theory, elaborating on it as a coach, I wouldn't say that they're not giving 100%. You got to remember that they are not taking possessions off in a sense, but they are, I want to say, preserving their body in a sense. Is the best way to put it.
Like so they're deferring a little bit more than they would in a playoff.
Anthony Davis, though, okay, I will say this: Anthony Davis, he's going all out. He is not letting up.
Yeah.
Because if you really watch film and watch the game, like legit, defensively, that man is going all out.
And I feel like a lot of times. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think LeBron, yes, he's got to be a little bit more. Like, so that's why we're not seeing the LeBron that we've seen in Miami, we've seen in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because again, I think he's preserving that for the playoffs, so he can just go bananas. Because the man is still one of the most deadliest players in the league.
Yeah, we're seeing like glimpses of it with different teams, you know. But I mean, it's year 7 for what he's doing in year 17. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I think we're playing phenomenal basketball. Fundamentals are legit. Our ball movement, that's something I've really noticed, which is awesome. Our ball movement, man, is just through the roof. It's fundamental basketball, and it reminds me of the old school Spurs, how much they move the ball.
Yeah.
I think I was watching the possession last game. They moved the ball 7 times before a shot was even put up, and it was right at the rim.
Yeah, and I think LeBron has something to do with that because he's just been more of a general, and just he's been that passing mind now.
Spacing is so different. It kind of reminds me of a 5 wing out offense, because you got 5 guys that can play on the perimeter. You know, you got Davis that can play on the perimeter. You got JaVale that can play on the perimeter. It's pretty lethal right now.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. That's for sure.
What's gonna happen next?
And then you notice it too. Like as a coach, one of the big things is always like the team chemistry, and it's always got to be fun, you know. And I felt like that losing stretch, they were yelling at each other a little bit more. They seemed a little more on edge, and it seemed like the fun came back.
Oh man, they're so fun to watch. I mean, last game you guys watched it, Jared Dudley was going nuts over those dunks AD put up, and that's what you need to see. It's all that fun. And then I don't know if you guys know this, but I think it was 2 games ago. It was not the last game. Kuzma was shooting a free throw. One of the fans yelled, "Will the real Son Shady please stand up?" or something. He was there he looked up, and the bench just lost it, man. They was laughing. Kuzma was laughing at the free throw line, and that's the things you like to see, man. But you got to remember, these guys are not just athletes; they're human beings, and they're all family to each other. So it's good seeing the chemistry and how much they love each other. Because
all right. Thank you, Michael, for the great call.
Yeah, especially on your birthday.
On his birthday. What a good guy. And a great mind. I liked what he was saying. Should be on the pod. Take my spot. All right. So,
you know what we're going to have to start doing?
What?
We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to do a Laker decade episode.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we are. And somehow find a way to show footage of stuff without getting copyrighted, but it's probably not going to happen.
I can say everything. Like, Cubby passes the ball to. You want me to do that?
Color commentate it?
Yeah, I can commentate it for sure.
Yeah, because I think that would be cool because there's a lot of stuff we're missing.
Yeah. I was at a game when he hit a game winner. That was one of the craziest things I've ever been a part of.
Oh, dude. Me and my sister were at the Houston game his last season. And I really think it's his last poster. And he dunked over, what's his name? Acapella?
Acapella.
Yeah, acapella. You know, he sings acapella.
Yeah.
He dunked over.
Do you remember when we went to the game and Xavier Henry, that dunk?
Over.
No, he's dead now, whoever that is.
Some white dude, yeah.
We went nuts on that. That was a crazy dunk.
Yeah, see, that's how you know we're real Laker fans because my family got season tickets when the Lakers sucked. Just because we wanted to go to the Lakers game.
Like almost courtside when it was like Clarkson and like it's just like not that Clarkson's bad, but when what's his name Mozgov was the starting center.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if it's because we were true fans or just broke. All right,
that's
dude, let's
it.
get out of here.
We're
Subscribe, like, watch us.